Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat what happened this weekend. The Dodgers absolutely crushed the New York Yankees. That is not up for debate. The point of this video is to remind people, if your whole season can crumble in 3 games as a fan, this might not be the sport for you. This season is 162 games. There will be ups and there will be downs. And I know the media fed every single person this narrative that this series means so much to both teams. It's a World Series rematch, guys. The Yankees have to prove that they are better than what they were in the World Series. The Dodgers have to assert dominance in this biggest series of the season. And yes, I believe in some respects it was one of the bigger series of the season, but not for that reason. The reason being, the Dodgers are a really good team and the Yankees needed to have a litmus test, especially in one of their hottest runs of the year. So let's go over what happened in this series, okay? Max Fried starts off his start excellently. First few innings on fire. The Yankees offense on fire. Aaron Judge starts off the first inning with a bomb. Yankees score 5 runs in the first 3 innings, and then things start to unravel. The top of the Dodgers lineup was able to get to Max Fried. They were able to score a few runs. He gets pulled, and then they score even more. Max Fried's line doesn't look great at the end of it. This was probably the worst start of Max Fried's season, but still, the Yankees scored 5 runs in the first 3 innings, and this offense couldn't muster anything else. They had opportunity. They could have extended this lead, but they didn't, and it came back to cost them in a mightily bad way. Yankees blow another game to the Dodgers, and then you go into game 2. You have Will Warren on the mound. This is probably the first big test of Will Warren's career. Again, not gonna sugarcoat anything here. This first test for Will Warren was an absolute fail. He went up against this lineup and got shell-shocked. But you know why I'm not concerned? It's because this shit happened in 162. In a 162 game season, sometimes you get your shit kicked in. It's all about how you respond to getting your shit kicked in. I don't think anyone, even on the Dodgers side, expected an 18-2 game with Pablo Reyes pitching in the 8th inning. But it happened. You have every other fan in Major League Baseball clowning us. Okay, that's a part of it. But then, with Ryan Yarbrough on the mound, the Yankees were able to respond, giving Yoshinobu Yamamoto his worst start of the year, way more consistent offensively, and then Ryan Yarbrough absolutely mowing down this Dodgers lineup, giving the Dodgers the most swings and misses that they have had all year. That is how you respond, and that is part of why I'm not concerned about this series. If the Yankees would have rolled over and got swept, then maybe we would have a conversation here about where this takes us in the season, how demoralizing this was. Salvaging that last game, and not just salvaging it, winning it in the way that the Yankees did. Dominant fashion. Able to go into this game, able to avoid a sweep, score 7 runs, most of them off of Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The Dodgers ace, no matter who's in that Dodgers starting rotation. That's where I have to call out some people, because so many people are now grading this season so far a lot lower because we lost this series to Los Angeles. This series against the Dodgers is just another series. We have to remember that. This is a series in late May to early June. This is not a series in September with playoff implication. This is a series in the middle of a season where the Yankees still have a north of 5-game lead in the American League East, a division that we still have the biggest lead in all major league divisions. This is also coming off the heels of the longest road trip we've had this season, being all the way on the West Coast, having to go back and forth from the West Coast to the East Coast, back to the West Coast. Now the Yankees do not go past Texas for the rest of the year, and this was the last leg of that. There are multiple factors of how this could have happened, on how the Yankees could have lost this series, yes, but also at times got their shit kicked in. And I get it, it's not a good good look. It's not the best look at all. And of course, other major league teams are going to use this against us no matter what. And that's something that us Yankees fans just have to deal with. Everyone else in the league wants to be us, so then they're going to talk mad shit because they're not us, and they're going to use this as their ammo. Whatever. But if you're a Yankee fan and you're looking at this season in a totally different light because of this series, I don't know if this is the sport for you. This is a long, grueling season that lasts basically half of a year. And if you can't get over a 3-game series where the Yankees did not get swept, they got their shit kicked in. They blew a lead, but they also fought back in game 3. They have not been swept once this year. That has to count for something. At this point, I feel like I'm just rambling. There's a lot of things to be excited about with this team. I don't think that this changes much to me. I still think the Yankees are one of the best teams in baseball. I still think they could take a Dodger team in a 7-game series. I do. This was a bad one, but we're also banking on Max Fried shitting the bed. That hasn't happened until this moment. I don't know if Will Warren will be in this rotation or not, but if he is, he's not going to be that bad next time. And if we're going to use the logic of this series being the end-all be-all, then what do we say about Yoshinobu Yamamoto? Because if Yamamoto is pitching game 1 of that series, and we're saying this is the end-all be-all, the Yankees start off the series with a win, because now all of a sudden Yoshinobu Yamamoto looks like shit in a start where the Yankees grinded him out, made him throw pitch after pitch, didn't even go 5. So if this is the end-all be-all, then we get game 1. And how does that momentum carry over through game 2, 3, 4? See how this logic kind of fizzles out? That's my point. So hopefully you guys aren't panicking, because I am not panicking one bit. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. New here, hit that sub button. The Yankees will be fine. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and